Why? Because it was the primarily the weakest currency. Okay, let's wait until we get the data up. This is where we were looking at the British pound. And as you can see, this was what we call picture perfect. This is a picture perfect kind of trading as far as the British pound was last week. And you guys should have taken at least 300 pips on the pound dollar last week. Why? Because it was working like a charm. It broke the first structure at 59.80, and all of you have heard how many times we have been talking about the 159.80, the 159.80. It's going to break below the 51.980. We're going to go short a gazillion times. Now it breaks below the 159.80 and it goes to the next structure point, which is the 157.06. And again, like a charm, it came down on Friday, going through the 157.06, and it cut through it like butter. It just went through the 157.06 and it did not look back. You guys should have been in this trade from 159.80, and you are actually should be still short as of now. The guys that were with us in the course last week, one of the things we were evaluating is what to do at or about the 157.06, and I have given you several explanation in the course when I was teaching you the course and I was telling you what it is. This is one of the examples of what you should be your expectation when you're looking at the prices trading at or around the structure point. Having said that, this baby is a short. We want to continue short, but now based on this major decline which we had last week, and that's what you see, we have now what is known as the big range week or the big range day, and now we're going to apply the big range rules. Again, this is one of the price behavior rules, is the big range rules, and we're going to apply that in our trading for the next week. Now I want to show you something here. This is the intraday, and you have, this is your, I mean, this thing has been just capitulating. It didn't even stop. The 157.06. This is your 157.06 right there. There's your 157.06. Right. I mean, this, you guys remember when we were talking in the course, this is picture perfect. This is when this thing is telling us, come in and please take me short. So having said that, we have no reason whatsoever to even think of buying the British pound unless it gets above the 157.06. If and when and until then it gets above the 157.06, I'm not looking to be a buyer of the British pound. I'm actually going to be looking for any chance to take it short. And for me to take it short right now, I'm going to take it short below 155.75. And Let me see my structure short here. The 155.33. Okay, keep in mind, guys, this is now testy. They are going to try to pull it down to the 155.33. So once it comes down here, you need to be careful, and you want to make sure it trades down, breaks below the 155.33, and it stays below that. Okay, you want it to stay below the 155.33. My structure long is the 157.06, one in the same. And if I'm going to go short below 155.75, I'm going to put my stop right above the market side. You have to give it a little bit of room. The pound is heavy, so we're going to put the stop above 156. So my stop in this case is about 45 pips. And if I go, no, excuse me, my long stop is 157.06. My stop on that is going to be very tight. My stop for that, my stop for the long stop is 157.06. You're not going to give it much room. If it gets above that baby, you want it to stay there. And your short stop, you're going to go short below 57. So your stop is going to be 156.20. This is where I'm going to put my stop, 156.20. Okay? So the pound dollar, I'm going to be a buyer above 157.06. My structure long is 157.06, so it's a good buy. You're going to buy it twice. And if I did buy it above 157.06, I'm going to place my stop right below that. Again, with a little bit of common sense, you just give it 10-15 pips below it, but you don't want it to rest and stay much long below the 157.06. If I'm going to go short, I'm going to sell it below 155.75, and my structure short is the 155.33. So your short, between the distance between your short and the structure short is about 40 points. So in this case, you also need to be patient. The same argument we had as far as the euro. Okay, that is the British pound.